We are thrilled that you are here with us today. To quote Lynn Gerard, reflect on life whenever possible. Take time to remember and make time to dream. Find your own way. Go with confidence and expect good things. And now I present to you with Panther Pride, the Colleyville Heritage Class of 2003.
Please remain standing as we honor America. Our national anthem will be played by the Colleyville Heritage Panther Band. The singing of the Star-Spangled Banner will be led by the Panther Corral. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Please remain standing for the invocation, which will be given by Ms. Jana Lozano. While a student at Colleyville Heritage, Jana has served as the president of the senior class. She has also been active in class council and is a member of the National Honor Society. She has served as a student representative for the Campus Excellence Committee. She was a prom queen nominee and has been a leader in our band program, where she has made the all-region band 2 years. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. I am pleased to introduce Ms. Jana Lozano.
Good morning. Regardless of race, religion, or place of origin, we have all been blessed with people and places in our lives that have allowed and supported us to live out our dreams. Be them parents, teachers, friends, places of worship, or school, we have been able to rely on these things in times of struggle or uncertainty. Now, as we leave our comfort zone and familiar places, we hope that during times of turmoil, we can find the confidence and strength necessary to succeed. While some of us may have lives that are smooth sailing, others may face challenges and have to make difficult decisions. In either case, let us pray that we will continue to find people and places that will lend us a hand in times of need, a shoulder in times of sorrow, or a smile in times of joy. But let us not forget that in both hard times and good, we can always fall back on those who have been there in the past. Please join me in a moment of silence as we offer personal petitions or use this time to reflect on the future of this class. Amen.
Please be seated. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dr. Marlon Stanberry, principal of Colleyville Heritage High School. It is my personal honor to welcome you to this, the 7th graduation ceremony for our school. Our purpose this morning is to recognize and honor each member of the class of 2003. In my heart, and I know in yours as well, these are truly special young people. They were the 4th class to enter Colleyville Heritage. While many things were underway, we were still basically an unknown. Now, 4 years later, listen to what has happened. The school was ranked 6th in terms of academic rigor by D Magazine after their study of 98 Metroplex high schools. Texas Monthly Magazine gave the school their highest rating after a study that they described as the most exhaustive study of Texas schools ever conducted. Since 1999, the school has been designated as an exemplary school by the Texas Education Agency due to our top scores, high attendance rate, and low dropout rate. The school was ranked number 33 in the nation and number 3 in the state of Texas by Newsweek magazine in an article entitled "The Best 100 High Schools in America." Interestingly, this occurred in only our fourth year, the same year the class of 2003 entered Colleyville Heritage. And yes, the class of 2003 played a significant role in their school receiving the ultimate award that a school can receive, being designated as a National Blue Ribbon School. It is important to note this honor was received as soon as the school was eligible and on the first application, a commentary on the quality of its students, the school itself, its faculty, and its community. Locally, regionally, throughout the state of Texas, and throughout the nation, Colleyville Heritage is known, and the class of 2003 has played a significant role in our success. Let us give the class of 2003 and ourselves a round of applause for a job well done. This morning we will hear from two members of the senior class. Speaking will be Mr. Bart Howe and Mr. Jordan Spence. The first speaker will be Bart Howe. Bart is the class salutatorian. While a student at Colleyville Heritage, Bart has been recognized as an all-district player in both football and baseball. He is on the academic all-state team. He has participated for 2 years in the PALS program. He is a leader in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. This fall, Bart will attend Texas A&M University, where he intends on majoring in business. It is my personal honor to introduce Mr. Bart Howe.
Excuse my ringing. When I realized that finishing at the top of the class was going to subject me to giving this speech, I began to get a little antsy. And I can think of tons of people who would be much better suited to give a graduation speech than me. Personally, I thought Ryan Mulligan, the number 3 man, was going to pull ahead at the end, and you know, me and Jordan both know that he's capable of doing it, but you know, somehow he managed to work it out just right so that he's, you know, in the 3 spot and as high as he can get and still doesn't have to speak. So, no offense, Jordan, but I think that, you know, proves that he's the smartest of the 3. So, I kind of got the raw end of the deal because not only am I at the top of the class, but I'm not at the top of the class, but I also still have to speak. I asked if I could defer the responsibility, but I was told sternly that that was against the question. Mother. Now, I know I can't speak for everyone here, but my parents, by the way, where are they? They don't have a clue what I'm going to say about them, but they like to ask a lot of questions. I'm sure that a lot of you guys sitting in the red out there can vouch for that. Pretty much if you come to my house, you're in store for an interrogation. Let's just, yeah. Where was I? My mom asked me last week if I had started my graduation speech and if I was going to have any inspirational words to say. And let's just say that if it wasn't for the last minute, I wouldn't get a whole lot done. I know that they do ask a lot of questions, and it's probably my fault. I like to give what they call the typical adolescent response. By that I mean, you know, the one-word phrases that cover an entire conversation worth of material. You know, how was your day? Fine. What did you do? Nothing. Do you have any plans? Nope. So I just want to say thank you to my mom and dad for putting up with me and for just being the most godly parents that I know and introducing me to the Lord. There's no greater gift you could have given me, and as Paul put it, the Lord is the strength of his people, a fortress of salvation for his anointed ones. And without that strength, I'm nothing today. Likewise, I'd like to thank the teachers and administrators we have here today for all that you do. I'm probably one of only a handful of students that have been in this district for their entire scholastic careers, and so I feel confident in saying that none of these graduates would be here as the people they are today without the wonderful teachers that this district provides. And let's see. Go ahead. I was also told that I should address the students here, and so I was trying to think of a way to tell 500 kids wearing identical caps and gowns to go out and be individuals. It's not an easy task, but seriously though, when considering what we've been through over the past 12 years of school, it's an honor to be here today with a chance to give a final word to all these graduates today. I don't know exactly whether to focus on the memories we've made or to try to look into the future to see what the Lord has planned for us. I know that we've had some good times though, and I know that along the way there's been some amazing highs with not only the sports programs, but the arts and academic institutions as well. If I do recall correctly, we have both the nation's best drummer and the nation's best debater in the house this morning. Go ahead. On the other hand, we've had our share of struggles too, losing loved ones and falling a little short in some events that we knew we could have advanced in. I mean, that's tough, but I think through it all, we've learned a lot. We've learned how to encourage each other and to lift each other up in those times. And that's drawn us closer together as a class, I believe. And, all in all, we have learned a lot. And, we're starting to figure out who we really are as people, as individuals, and who we really are as a class. Again, I can't speak for everyone, but the lessons I've learned extend far beyond the classroom. I've learned a lot about loyalty, teamwork, competition, and relationships. And whenever people ask me how I get all my work done or how I did so well on a particular assignment, I just like to respond with, it's not what you know, it's who you know. I've also discovered that, a lot of the knowledge to be found in high school kind of accumulates because every year the freshmen bring little in and, well, let's just say the seniors don't take much away. What we do take away from here, though, is a diploma and a lot of opportunities. I know that a lot of us will be moving on to college while others test their luck in the military or vocational world, but in whatever venue you choose to follow, we've been preparing for it for the past 18 years, and you are ready. I pray for the health and prosperity of every student in this audience, and I know that God has some amazing plans for the graduates of 2003. Whether you are clueless as to what you want to do with your life, or whether you have it mapped out to the T, just remember that according to Solomon, supposedly the wisest man to have ever lived, in his heart a man plans his course, but the Lord determines his steps. We will all be faced with decisions and trials throughout the course of our lives. I mean, that's no mystery. But lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight. So be thankful in remembering why you are here, and be proud of what you have accomplished. But most importantly, be eager for what lies ahead. For no eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived what God has prepared for those who love him. Thank you, and congratulations again to the class of 2003.
Our second speaker is the class valedictorian, Mr. Jordan Spence. While a student at Colleyville Heritage High School, Jordan was named the most valuable player in football in District 5A. He is a member of the first team Academic All-State. He is a member of the National Honor Society. He is an AP scholar. This fall, Jordan plans on attending Yale University, where he will major in computer science. It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Jordan Spence.
Sorry. Members of the administration, teachers and faculty, alumni, graduates of 2003, family and friends, when I realized that I had to make a speech here today, I asked several people how a valedictorian speech should sound, or what kind of theme it should convey. From them I heard adjectives like profound, philosophical, metaphorical, and eloquent. When I really thought about it, the only adjective that I could come up with was short. With this adjective in mind, I'll do my best. Graduation is such a defining moment. For some of us, it is the first real defining moment in our lives. It marks an end of an important chapter in an ongoing developing novel. At such a defining point in our lives, I believe it is important for us to recognize and thank a few people that have inspired us, encouraged us, and helped us along the way. This is the time for us to show our appreciation for those that have helped shape us into the individuals we have become. Since I'm here with a mic, I feel as good as any time to thank a few special people in my life. Coach Cunningham and Coach Stevens, thank you for the life lessons I've learned through football. Coach Caldwell and Dr. Miller, thank you for brightening my day by always saying hello to me at school. I would also like to thank a few special friends that helped me be more social. I'd also like to thank my teammates, teachers, and my family for the support along the way. As I look back over the past 4 years, I think of all the memories that we as a class have accumulated. I remember the first day as 9th graders and how intimidated we all were. I remember everyone learning to drive and hearing the jokes my parents used to say about getting home early so they wouldn't be on the road while I was on the road. I remember Friday night football games, pep rallies, and homecoming. These past 4 years have been a stage in our lives in which we could figure out a little bit of who we are. During this time, I have questioned myself many times on what kind of person I am or what kind of person I want to be. I remember walking into my dad's office and complaining about being too small and weak to play football, and immediately he would respond by saying, "There are exceptions to every rule, so go be an exception." What do you want to be? Are you willing to be an exception? I have found that everyone is exactly the person they are seeking to be when the world around them is in perfect working order. But it is in times of adversity, struggle, and pain that your true character is displayed. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy." Although we are young, we have experienced these moments of decision. When the team is down in the fourth quarter, when the school and social life clash, when peer pressure is bearing down upon us, or when a loved one or classmate has left us. So do we quit, give up, or give in? Or do we face the challenges head on and see what happens? I will admit that there have been many times I have taken the easy way out to find that even though hard work was involved or there was a risk that I would not succeed, the road less traveled is definitely worth it. The world is full of stereotypes and norms that society says we must fit into or under. But it is the people that are the exceptions that make a difference, those that face the ridicule and struggles head on and to succeed and make a difference in the lives of many. If there's one thing that I hope each of you will take with us as we close this chapter in our lives and embark on a new one, I would want it to be, don't compromise who you are, your values, or your beliefs. There will always be people that will doubt your abilities, people who will try to bring you down, people who will criticize and try to influence you to act the opposite of who you are and who you want to be. My advice is to not listen to them, stay strong, and let it be your decision on what kind of person you want to be. As we go from here and face the future, I end with a verse from the Bible, Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. "But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not grow faint." Thank you.
At Colleyville Heritage, our focus is excellence in academics and activities to include athletics, and in the arts to include the visual and the performing arts. Our primary purpose this morning is to recognize the academic achievements of our students. That is the factor that has made them qualified to receive a high school diploma. I am going to recognize a variety of students who have distinguished themselves academically. Please hold your applause until I ask you to join me in recognizing each group. First, the Texas Scholars Award is given to seniors who have taken 4 years of English and social studies, 3 years of math and science, and 2 years of a foreign language. Will those students who have received the Texas Scholar Award please stand? Please join me in recognizing these Texas scholars. Thank you. Please be seated. The Uil Scholar Award is given to students who are graduating in the top 10% of the class and have also participated in at least one UIL academic, athletic, or musical event in grades 9 through 12. Will the UIL scholars please stand? Please join me showing our appreciation for the manner in which these students have combined achievement in academics and extracurricular activities. Thank you. One becomes eligible for admission to the National Honor Society through academic achievement as reflected in terms of cumulative grade point average. Admission to the National Honor Society is determined by the assessment of one's leadership, service, and character. Will members of the National Honor Society please stand? Please join me in saluting these young people who have distinguished themselves not only academically, but in terms of leadership, service, and character. Thank you. The National Art Honor Society. Membership in the National Art Honor Society is based on completing 4 semesters of art classes, having an average of 95 in those classes, and excellent citizenship. Will members of the National Art Honor Society please stand? Please join me in saluting these young people for their achievements in art. Thank you. Membership in the National Forensics League is based on leadership and outstanding participation in forensics. Students have to be in the top quarter of their class and have demonstrated high character in addition to successful competition. As members of the National Forensics League stand, will you please join me in recognizing them? Thank you. The Quill and Scroll is an international honorary society for high school journalists. Its purpose is to instill in students the idea of scholarship and the standard code of ethics of the professional journalist. In order to be inducted into the CHHS chapter, the student must be a senior, be in the top third of the class, and have done superior work in some phase of journalism. Will members of the Quill and Scroll please stand? Please recognize these young people for their efforts. Thank you. The Principal's Merit Award is given to those students who have earned a straight A average from the 9th through the 12th grade. With those students who have earned the Principal's Merit Award, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. The next group of students I would like to recognize are those that have completed the Distinguished Achievement Program. This recognition is given to those that not only complete the state recommended plan for graduation, but also receive a minimum of 4 advanced measures indicating performance at the college or professional level. This year I am very proud to recognize that we have 24 students who have completed the Distinguished Achievement Program. Would those students who have received the DAP diploma please stand and be recognized? Thank you. The ultimate academic award, which can be bestowed by the school, is the Top 20. This is the award given to the 20 students who have the highest grade point average in the class. I am honored to introduce to you the top 20 students at Colleyville Heritage High School. I will introduce them, beginning with number 20. I would ask the students remain standing, and I would respectfully ask that we hold our applause until all 20 have been introduced. Number 20, Elizabeth Rippey. Number 19, Julie Turner. Number 18, Douglas Farrell. Number 17, Maria Fadul. Number 16, Shayla Da Rousseau. Number 15, Ashley Wagner. Number 14, Justin Murray. Number 13, Elena Plowman. Number 12, Philip Hill. Number 11, Megan Patsky. Number 10, Jelaine Sandlin. Number 9, Russell Thiesing. Number 8, Catherine Shipman. Number 7, Elaine Letty. Number 6, Debbie Fernie. Number 5, Stephanie Lowe. Number 4, Jennifer Petrick. Number 3, Ryan Mulligan. Number 2, Bart Howe. Number 1, Jordan Spence. Ladies and gentlemen, the top 20 students at Colleyville Heritage High School. Thank you. As I began introducing a number of honored guests this morning, I would like to ask that the senior class members of our band and choir move to your respective positions. Prior to recognizing the guests that are on the stage this morning, I would like to recognize and personally thank a very special group of people. The plan we use for graduation at Colleyville Heritage requires the assistance of a large number of people. We simply cannot provide the ceremony we think these graduates deserve without the assistance of teachers and members of the support staff. As you can see, a large number of teachers and support staff members are here this morning in order to help us to make this an outstanding ceremony for the students we honor today. At the beginning of today's ceremony, I read a number of things that the school has achieved in our first 6 years. Ladies and gentlemen, such achievements are the direct result of the abilities and commitments of a dedicated faculty and staff. If you are an employee of Colleyville Heritage High School, would you please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, would you please join me in thanking these wonderful people for not only being here today, but for the extraordinary job they do day in and day out. Thank you. This morning, a process which began 13 years ago comes to an end. Today, those that entered kindergarten 13 years ago will receive a high school diploma. Today is the result of not only the educators who are in this place this morning, but has certainly been influenced by others that are not here. That kindergarten teacher who got the process started, the elementary teachers who helped build the foundation of skills, knowledge, values, and attitudes, the middle school teachers who not only built on that foundation, but worked with other issues as students entered another stage of life, and finally the high school educators who have worked to provide those final things necessary to step into the world. I would ask that the seniors, as well as those in the audience, take a moment to think of that special teacher or other educator that has been so instrumental in making today possible. Please join me in thanking that person through your applause. There are other people who play such vital roles not always as visible as one might encounter on a school campus. A number of those people are with us this morning, and it is my pleasure to introduce them to you. I would ask that you hold your applause until I've introduced all members of each group, and I would ask that these individuals stand to be recognized as I introduce them. First, I am pleased to introduce representatives from our district administrative staff, Mrs. Patty Davis, Executive Director of Administration, Mr. John Allison, Deputy Superintendent of Schools, and Dr. Kevin Singer, Superintendent of Schools. Please join me in showing our appreciation for the support we receive from our district administrators. We are also fortunate to have all members of our Board of Trustees with us this morning. Once again, please hold your applause until I've introduced all members of the board. And board members, I would ask that you also stand to be recognized as I introduce you. Mr. John Eubanks, President. Mr. Charlie Warner, Vice President. Mrs. Nancy Copeland, Secretary. And members, Mr. Jesse Rodriguez, Mrs. Fiona Segala, Mrs. Vicki Thomas, and Mrs. Frida Ward. Please join me in expressing our appreciation for the contribution our board makes to our outstanding school district. Thank you. The board members will be presenting the diplomas to the graduates. It is one of our traditions that former board members are invited to present the diploma to the board member's own child. 2 former board members are on stage, and one will come to the stage at the appropriate time. Please join me in thanking Mr. Alan Lunford, Mr. Mike Shelton, and Mr. Jim Hamilton for their past service to our school district. The following faculty members will assist us in reading the names of the graduates: Mrs. Lucy Doherty, Mrs. Tara Tate, and Mrs. Shauna Huffman. I'm also pleased to introduce 4 people who have not only helped to plan this graduation ceremony, but have been instrumental in all of the successes that we have enjoyed throughout the years. They are members of my administrative team, the assistant principals at Colleyville Heritage, and as I introduce them, I would ask that they stand: Dr. Ed King, Dr. Susan Miller, Mr. Michael Ramsey, and Mrs. Lauren Sheehan. Please join me in saying thank you to each member of the administrative team. Assisting and doing all of the behind-the-scenes planning so essential to making this truly a unique and dignified ceremony have been three people who have devoted countless hours to making this ceremony a success. I would ask that you join me in saying a big thank you to Mrs. Shauna Huffman, a member of our faculty, Mrs. Gina Isbell, Administrative Assistant to the counselors, and Mrs. Ruth Miller, my Administrative Assistant. Thank you so much, ladies, for making today happen. Certainly one of the strengths of Colleyville Heritage over the years has been our instrumental and choral music programs. This year, our Panther Corral received the highest honor a Texas school choir can receive when they were invited to be one of only two 5A choirs to perform for the Texas Music Educators Association. It was my pleasure to be with the choir when they made that performance. I wish each of you could have been there. Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present to you the Panther Corral under the direction of Mr. Danny Dietrich. On this Memorial Day weekend, we want to take a moment to recognize and honor the men and women who have served in the armed services. Especially want to acknowledge and thank those men and women who are currently working to protect our freedoms by being a part of Operation Iraqi Freedom. To honor our current servicemen and women, those who have served in the past, and those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms, the Colleyville Heritage High School Band will play an Armed Forces Salute. Representatives from the United States Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, and Coast Guard will present the flag for their respective branch of service. As the song for a particular branch of service is played and the flag for that branch of service is presented, I would ask you to stand and be recognized if you or a loved one served in that particular branch of service. After the flags of each branch of service have been presented, the grandest flag of all, the flag of the United States of America, will be presented. As the American flag is presented, I ask that all stand. At the conclusion of the Armed Forces Salute, the Panther Corral, accompanied by the Colleyville Heritage Band, will honor America by singing America the Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, an Armed Forces Salute followed by America the Beautiful. Please be seated. A blessed people and a blessed nation we surely are. Dr. Kevin Singer, Superintendent of Schools, will make the presentation of the class. Accepting the class will be Mr. John Eubanks, President of the Board of Trustees. The top 20 will receive their diplomas first. All other diplomas will be presented in alphabetical order. Special awards of attendance will be given to our foreign exchange students after we conclude awarding diplomas for 4 years of academic achievement. In order that our goal of recognizing each graduate can be reached, we thank you for your cooperation in refraining from distractions that might prevent a family from hearing the name of their graduate. I am pleased to introduce Dr. Kevin Singer, Superintendent of Schools.
Thank you very much. And before I introduce our class, let me thank one other person. This program would not have been possible today without the work of Dr. Marlon Stanberry. Marlon, will you please rise, and this applause is for you. What a wonderful way to celebrate Memorial Day weekend. It is my pleasure to certify that the students who will be receiving their diplomas this morning have completed the course of studies as prescribed by the Texas Education Agency and the Board of Trustees of the Grapevine Colleyville Independent School District. It is therefore the recommendation of the faculty and administration of Colleyville Heritage High School that they be awarded their diplomas.
On behalf of the Grapevine Colleyville Board of Trustees, I accept the recommendation of the faculty and administration of Colleyville Heritage High School and ask that the members of the class of 2003 present themselves for the presentation of diplomas.
Ladies and gentlemen, the presentation of the diplomas to the class of 2003. The top 20, Class Valedictorian Jordan Lee Spence, Class Salutatorian Bart Howe, Ryan Patrick Mulligan, graduating 4th, Jennifer Eileen Petrick, graduating 5th, Stephanie Ann Lowe, graduating 6th, Debbie Fernie, graduating 7th, Elaine Graham Letty, graduating 8th, Catherine Diane Shipman, graduating 9th, Russell David Thiesing, graduating 10th, Jolaine Marie Sandlin, graduating 11th, Megan Marie Patsky, graduating 12th, Philip Aaron Lee Hill, graduating 13th, Elena Christine Plowman, graduating 14th, Justin Scott Murray, graduating 15th, Ashley Elizabeth Wagner, graduating 16th, Shayla Lynn DeRusso, graduating 17th, Maria Elizabeth Fadul, graduating 18th, Douglas William Farrell, graduating 19th, Julie Marie Turner, graduating 20th, Elizabeth Kathleen Rippey. That completes the top 20 members of the graduating class of 2003. Blair Adams, Lindsay Denise Ake, Jill Lauren Alexander, Gregory David Allen, Michael George Allen. Audrey Renee Alato. Ashley Renee Armstrong. Matthew Benton Arrington. Jamie Lee Atkins. Todd Christian Atwood. Jacob Daniel Austin. Ashley Ray Baquetta. Jennifer Elaine Balance. Jonathan Bangash. Ian Michael Bangs. Ronald Douglas Banks. Sean Douglas Barabash. Dustin Chase Barnes. Jeffrey Ryan Barron. Renee Nicole Baroni. Theodore Barcelos. Matthew Miguel Bosco. Brittany Ann Bass. Nicole Lee Bassett. Melissa Carling Bates. Kristen Rochelle Baum. Crystal Marie Bentley. Natalie Ellen Berry. Jessica Renee Bertram. Timothy Ryan Bestgrove. Sabina Barwani. Robert Christopher Bishop. William Jordan Bishop. Taylor Lauren Black. Sarah Elizabeth Blowers. Ashley Megan Blue. Benjamin Philip Bolter. Margaret Elaine Bonesteel. Eric Brendan Bookbinder. Emery Glenn Booth. Justin Dwayne Boren. David Aaron Boyd. Michael Paul Boyd. Catherine Marie Braden. Tierney Danielle Bransell. Suzanne Michelle Britton. Matthew Benjamin Brock. Joel Scott Broker. Brianna Marie Brotherson. Tricia K. Browder. Amy Elaine Brown. Barrett Bradley Buchwald. Dustin Keith Bullard. Ian Gregor Burnett. Kevin Clinton Calkins. Michael David Canning. Adam Smith Cantrell. David Monroe Capps. Elisa Ann Carlton. Nicole Marie Correcchio. Parker Wallace Carroll. George William Carter III. Alana Patience Castile. Megan Nicole Cato. Lee Jen Chang. Mark Kirkman Childs. Cameron Deshawn Shivers. Sharik Iqbal Chaudhry. Kristen Shea Clancy. Valerie Morgan Clark. Bonnie Elizabeth Klinkenbeard. Kelsey Michelle Cobb. Casey Logan Carson Colby III. Jacqueline Connie Coleman. Allison Elizabeth Conrad. Heather Michelle Crane. Joshua Scott Crow. Geronimo Ibera Cuevas. Eric John Cullither. Michelle Ashley Cooney. James Joseph Dam III. Jessica Lauren Davis. Braden Chase Deering. Christopher Cody Deering. Bridget Marie Decato. Lizette De Leon. Devin Brittany Deershaw. Luke David Dixon. Michael Brennan Dolazar. Thomas Edward Dollar. Craig Wilson Donaldson. Brianne Elizabeth Dooley. Shanitha Nicole Doss. Brad William Dewar. Paul Moreno Doyle. Sean Michael Dunnigan. Daniel Christopher Dunn. Sean Anthony Dwayne. Peter McIntyre Dwyer. Jamie Marie Eklund. Kylene Yvonne Edwards. Cecily Christine Elliott. Shauna Alexandria Elliott. Robert Tyler Elworth. Stephanie Lynn Ennis. Eric Allen Epperson. Laura Ashley Ernst. April Lee Eubanks. Michael David Evans II. Brady Kenneth Felch. Dominic Nathaniel Fenn. Bradley David Fisher. Erin Elizabeth Fitch. Michael Brian Flink. Justin Flowers. Nathan Ryan Fluckiger. Cole Jordan Ford. Mary Elizabeth Ford. Rachel Marie Fortner. James Cody Foster. Jennifer Denise Fox. Alexandra Marie Francis. Benjamin Garrett Frazier. Mallory Lynn Frederick. Donald J. Fredman. Michael Paul Frethler. Catherine K. Fry. Jason Reed Fuller. Joshua Michael Fulton. Kimberly Aaron Gainey. Emily Nicole Galbraith. Bianca Gandara. Blake William Gantz. Shane Joseph Garza. Lauren Michelle Gaiman. Mark Joseph Gelmini. Andrea Rebecca Gersh. Jonathan Lynn Jeter. Lisa Nicole Gilreath. William Robert Glass. Albert R. Gomez. Nadia Suhey Gomez. Courtney Renee Gonzalez. Francis Ann Gonzalez. Kristen Jane Good. Julie Michelle Goodman. Asia Lynn Godot. Kyle David Goyer. Heather Michelle Gray. Brian Andrew Greaves. Tommy Jesse Greco. Travis James Green. Brandon Johnson Green. Kimberly Michelle Griggs. Jason Edwin Gillette. Andrew Scott Haas. Allison Elizabeth Haig. Michael Paul Hackamack. Scott Robert Hakes. Patrick Dean Halbert.
Jessica Tracy Hale. George Tyler Hall. Stephanie Diane Hamilton. Mosja Amelia Hamaray. Samantha Shea Hands. Christine Louise Harrigan. Ashley Lauren Harrell. Chad Hampton Harrop. Joelle Nicole Harty. Kevin Michael Hassenflug. Sarah Elizabeth Hawkins. Derek Charles Heinze. James Randall Helgeson Jr. Kristen Lauren Hemrick. Paul James Hendrick. Brian Ray Hernandez. Joshua Armin Hernandez. Megan Elizabeth Hervey. John Cody Hightower. Kara Nicole Hinesley. James Evan Travis Hinton. Tamara Hitt. Sarah Michelle Hodge. Megan Elizabeth Hogue. Christy Lorraine Holder. Jared Kevin Holt. Bradley Michael Hoover. Stephanie Renee Hott. Lindy Nicole Howard. Nam Huoc Hua. Andrea Hurtado. Jenny Nadidi Alonza. Molly Ann Infant. Scott Foster Janarone. Gregory James Jensen. Matthew William Jesberg. Blake Joseph Johnson. Kayla Lynn Johnson. Melanie Ann Johnson. Nathan Christopher Johnson. Rachel Rose Johnson. Rachel Blair Johnson. Daniel Sung-Kwu Jung. Jacob Charles Justice. Allison Michelle Jutras. Reuben Michael Kane. William Ryan Cahey. Matthew Scott Kell. Jennifer Marie Kelsch. John William Kerr. Billy Webb Key Jr. Jeffrey Wellington Keys. Jonathan James Kimberling. Alicia K. King. Virginia Marie King. Matthew Thomas Kirk. Christopher Robert Kirschner. Robert William Klein. Michael Andrew Knutz. Kelly Marie Koster. Casey Marie Kopecki. Sarah Marie Krakowski. Jennifer Lynn Kavasic. Erica Danielle LaChance. Naveed Ismail Lalani. Natasha Lynn Lambro. Joshua Michael Lancaster. Jonathan David Landfield. Lauren Gail LaPasta. Amanda Elizabeth Larsang. Jean-Philippe Lasseron. Kyle Donnan Launis. Leela Kirsten Ledbetter. Amber Dawn Lee. Lauren Louise Limbo. Molly Corrine Lester. Jacqueline Marie Levin. Caroline Michelle Lewis. Kishne Unique Lewis. Joseph Matthew Licata. Amy Lynn. Patrick Allen Linford. A.J. Logan. Jennifer Lynn Logue. Aaron Joseph Loynette. Rachel Elizabeth Lookadoo. Erica Viviana Lopez. Tara Lynn Lowe. Jana Corinne Lozano. Melissa Mealing Lum. Carrington Drew Lyle. Jennifer Catherine Ann Lyon. Jennifer Aaron Lyons. Paul Sheffield McCammond. Allison Brittany Mack. Irene Marie Maddox. Amar Amjad Majid. Christopher John Manfredini. Amanda Lynn Manning. Brenna Nicole Manzeri. Colin Stewart Martin. Claudette Martinez. Jonathan Charles Martz. Rosie R. Masani. Tracy Renee Mather. Kimberly Lynn Matthews. Jessica Lauren Maxwell. Christopher Thomas McCall. Lonnie Leon McClelland. Brooke Danae McDonald. James Peyton McDonald. Christopher Lee McDonald. Stacy Ann McKendry. Clancy F. McLean. Aaron Michael McLaurin. Elizabeth Christine McMaster. Christopher Daniel McNoskey. Chase Everett McWilliams. Trevor Dean McWilliams. Andrea Renee Messer. Heather Ariana Meissen. Melissa Danielle Miller. Ashley Danielle Mishler. Brian Trice Mitchell. Kathleen Eleanor Mitchell. Leslie Ann Moeller. James Moore. Sarah Christine Moore. Taylor Elizabeth Moore. Kelly Elaine Morris. Jennifer Kiptara Moss. Alejandro Mota. Andrew Ray Munoz. Allison P. Myers. Teresa Marie Nadeau. John Adam Nass. Aymin Fayez Nasser.
Adam Benjamin Neese. Natalie Marie Negron. Ashley Nicole Nelson. Jennifer Diane Nicholson. Sarah Jean Noah. Bradley Roger Noblet. Sonia Salim Nourani. Thomas Joseph Norlag. John William Nordberg. Michael Shea O'Brien. Christopher Christy Olson. Leanne Trista Olson. David John Osterhaus. Jane Elizabeth Owen. Catherine Nicole Papathopoulos. David Story Parks. Shweta Sandeep Parmakar. Julian Alejandro Pastrana. Austin Michael Pfeiffer. Melissa Eileen Perkins. Anna Laura Peters. James Brian Phillips II. David Michael Perello. Kristen Nicole Pospisil. Jeffrey Scott Price. Sarah Ann Price. Katrina Marie Preby. Anna Pruitt. Kelly Nicole Quinn. Winston Sterling Rains. Ramina Rajab. Sarah May Ramler. Matthew Cody Ray. Diego Luis Reguero. Samantha K. Reimer. Amanda Ramilliard. Brittany Michelle Rendon. Brian Paul Retchless. Talisha Renee Revels. Onelio Justin Reyes III. Jessica Pearl Rich. Autumn Shay Rickman. Nicole Marie Rivera. Ethan Lee Roberts. Kevin Thomas Roberts. Amanda Michelle Robinson. Christy Leanne Robinson. Jessica M. Roca. Taylor McGee Rockaway. Brandon Joseph Rogers. Heather Brooke Rogers. Kimberly Ann Rogers. Aida de la Paz Rojas. Jenna Leanne Rollins. Lauren Ashley Rose. Charles Edward Ross. Megan Lindsay Rouse. Brandon DeForest Rubeck. Sylvia Alexis Ruck. Adolfo Ruiz. Jennifer Sagastume. Davy Ray Salih. Jacqueline Sanchez. Amanda Christine Saunders. Sarah Jane Schleimer. Christopher D. Schlotzauer. Andrew David Schnitzius. Ashley Elizabeth Schrader. Megan Ann Schutte. Timothy Cummings Schwab. Ryan Robert Sclafani. Andrew Brent Sells. Ryan Cooper Sheffield. Eric Lloyd Shelton. Ari Shin. John Carter Shoemake. Anna Valerivina Sidliar. Ksenia Valerievna Sidliar. Susan Michelle Simpson. Ahilan Sivakumaran. Erin Elizabeth Sletton. Robert Murray Smart, Jr. Caleb Esteban Smith. Casey Lance Smith. David Paul Smith. Erin Lorraine Smith. Kristen Marie Smith. Robert Malon Smith III. Stinson Scott Smith. Josh Marcour Schneider. Alec Hunter Sowards. Maggie Louise Spite. Justin Bradley Spike. Whitney Lee Stanfield. Cassie Ellen Stanley. Leslie McKenna Stevens. Stephen Patrick Stringer. Heidi Sue Stuckeman. Miral Afshan Subani. Anne Misuk Suh. Sheena Marie Sullivan. Samantha Nell Sutherland. Stephanie Brooke Swords. Brandon Christopher Sylvie. Azim Hadi Tajani. Christy Renee Talbot. Jeffrey Lee Taylor. Irfan Salim Tejani. Jenna Marie Falcon. Chase Cameron Thomas. Demarest Thompson. Lene Brita Margarita Thulin. Brittany Claire Tolar. Caitlin Elizabeth Tomasic. Jessica Elaine Tomberlin. Joseph Isaac Thompkins. Alina Yvette Torrens. Lauren Townsend. Patrick Joseph Tazi. Jennifer Barbara Troyer. Lori Amanda Trussell. John Eric Tucker. Joshua Curtis Turton. Courtney Michelle Essery. Danielle Margarita Barholi. Nicholas William Vassalou. Michelle Lynn Vaughn. Carlos Mario Velez. Nicole Angelina Verdil. Kimberly Ann Verhey. Amanda Lee Vivert. Joe Elaine Vidal. Mercedes Yadaset Villanueva. Aaron Lindsay Walker. Robert David Wall. Jacqueline Nicole Ward. Brian Joseph Wax. Corey Andrew Way. Chelsea Lane Weaver. Virginia Ann Wiedenhoff. Jennifer Wendling. Richard Marcus Wettrick. Brandy Marie White. Christopher Michael White. Brittany Martina Wiles. Donald Jeffrey Wilkie. John Robert Wilkinson II. Haley Danielle Wilson. Jason Dean Wilson. Matthew Brian Wilson. Courtney Danielle Wimberly. Casey Denise Winteroff. Ryan Joseph Wood. Devin Courtney Woolley. Jenna Elizabeth Wright. Allison Nicole Yates. Michael David Ziegler. Julie Lynn Zolman. Stephanie Rose Zorn. and receiving a certificate in attendance for being a foreign exchange student this year, Ann Ursula Kloon. Pakini Kokuhanakon. Nora Christina Samalainen. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class of Colleyville Heritage 2003.
I ask you to stand for the benediction. The benediction will be given by Miss Jane Owen. While a student at Colleyville Heritage, Jane has served as the Student Council President during her senior year. Jane has been a member of PALS for 2 years in the National Honor Society. She has served as a student representative to the Campus Excellence Committee. She is also a leader in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. This fall, Jane will attend Oklahoma Baptist University. After the spoken benediction, I will ask that you remain standing for the choral benediction, which will be presented by the Panther Corral. I am personally pleased to introduce Miss Jane Owen.
Would you please bow your heads with me as we pray? Dear God, thank you so much for today, for all the excitement and for our accomplishments. You are so good. You spoke life into existence, and I pray that you will speak your will to each one of our hearts. I pray that we will become the men and women you intended us to be as we discover who we are in you. Empower us to do what you have called us to do, that we may live our lives to the absolute fullest as we hope in you. May we never be afraid to turn from the patterns of this world, and please give us the strength to overcome all of the opposition we are yet to face. Thank you for everyone in this room who has supported us, and let them know we could not have done it without them. Comfort our families as many of us head off to college and go our separate ways. Give them your love and be their friend. Give us faith to believe in you as we settle on the path you have laid before us. Dear God, bless my class of 2003. Protect them, guide them, and be with them every single step of the way. Be glorified on all that we do, and it's in your sweet name I pray. Amen.
At this time, it gives me great personal pleasure to hereby declare you graduates of Colleyville Heritage High School. Tradition says you may now move the tassel from the right side of your mortarboard to the left. The Panther Choir and the Colleyville Heritage Band will lead us in singing the Alma Mater. The words are printed on the back of your program. Let the recessional begin. I was waiting. Would the rest of you please be seated and let the recessional begin? Thank you.
I tell you, there's nobody that does a better graduation than you.
Thank you.
You just,
Thank you.
this
It was
is
really
beyond
wonderful.
words.
It was really
Just
wonderful.
beyond
wasn't it?
words.
I think this is one of the best I've ever seen as far as the audience.
Everything.
behaved.
Everything. The
There's
kids
a-
were perfect. The speeches were nice.
I gave them the ice. About 3 hours. It was like 4 hours. So I think that's very good. Real big control. I would be proud to say that. I think that off. Get ready to take yours off to the left.
They'll sweep through there and get there.
I gotta go this way, Jesse. We're just going back to the...
Guess we just go.
We just go back to the room, I'm
go
assuming.
back, get our stuff.
Do we just go back?